going live today because I have some news for you guys and I want to share it with you. So I'm just trying to pull up my chat here so I can be ready. Okay, so we'll give everybody a little bit of time to get the notification and to get into the live today. And then we'll go from there. I have a few things I want to share with you, and I want to make sure that everybody's here so you can kind of get it from the beginning. And you guys know that I have so much problems with my computer, with my laptop, basically, about coming onto it. All right, so uh, let me. I'm going to show you what I've been working on, and I'm going to tell you why I'm working on it. And then I got a new development as far as the camper is concerned, and I want to share that with you guys as well too. So if you are new to this channel, thank you for coming by and hanging out, and hopefully we can get started. This will work eventually. I don't want to focus too much time on that. Right now I am working on a few projects. I'm here. I got my stuff set up. You can kind of see it, but not really. And I am working on some projects because we are less than 100 away from our watch time hours. And I told you guys that I was going to do something really big for that time when we have our once we hit that number. Now, let me tell you, YouTube does things like they're usually 4 or 5 days behind. So we could very well already have the time, but it has not posted as of yet. But when it posts, that day we are going to do a crazy live. And what I'd like to do is do some giveaways because it's you guys that helped us get this far, and by showing your support and just kind of watching the videos and sharing and commenting and all that stuff, it really has paid off and it has helped a lot. So I have a few things that I'm working on today. So when the time comes, we'll be ready. Thank you, Margaret. So I was hoping to have them pressed and everything, but that didn't happen. So I'm just going to show you the prototype of what it's going to look like, and I'm going to continue to keep working on them tonight. So these will be our giveaways when we do our live. I'm going to shoot for next Sunday. Next Sunday, the tally should be in, and we should know that we got our 4,000 watch time hours because we got less than 100 to get now. So next Sunday, plan on meeting me here for our live extravaganza. It's going to be our giveaway. I'm going to have a lot of stuff made by yours truly that I'm going to be giving away, especially to a lot of my loyal subscribers that kind of show up for every live, have supported us from the beginning or since they've started subscribing. And I really want to make sure that I show my appreciation. So for the first 10 people on our live that gets into the comment section and the live replay, and they're like, hey, congratulations, I would love a t-shirt, they will get it. So we're going to do the first 10 t-shirts. So I'm going to give you an idea of kind of what they're going to look like. A lot of them are going to say, you never know where I may end up, so therefore you could kind of wear them anywhere. You know, it's my little catchphrase, and I use that at some point in all my videos. So a lot of them will say that, but some of them will say something else. So I will start with the blue one first. This one is like a blue and a bronze. And so I had to get it mapped out of where I wanted the pieces to go. So as you can see right here, it just says home sweet home, and it's over the heart. So it's going to be right here. And then on the back, it'll have a big piece that goes across the back that will say the same thing, home sweet home. And so it's like a blue and a bronze. Once I get these pressed, I will take pictures of them and put them on my under the community post so you could kind of see what it is that I have. And if you happen to can't make it to the live, or you're not one of the first 10 people and you'd like to have one, you could purchase one. And I'll just leave, you could just leave me some information, say, hey, I'd like to have one, and in whatever size, and then we'll go from there. I can send you my information. And so then I have this one. It has Happy Camper. This one is really, I love it. So right here over the pocket, it'll say Happy Camper, but then on the back, it has an outline as well. So this outline, this is mine, and this is the color, but I'm probably going to do a different color on top of it. So it'll be a white outline, probably with a gold or a rose gold. I could do gold if men want it. I could do rose gold if women want it, or a different color. So if you see someone that you like to have with a different color, you just let me know. So this will go on the back, and it just says Happy Camper as well. And like I said, the other ones I'm working on that will probably just say, like my little catchphrase, and we'll be giving those away. I have large, extra large, and 2X shirts. If you need a medium or something, just let me know. We could get it and get that sent out to you. And so you'll have to just send me some information through my email, and I will drop the email at the end in the description of this video as well as the next video. So I hope that you guys will come and show your support. You've been showing your support thus far. And so I really appreciate everything that you guys have done thus far. So don't leave me hanging next Sunday when we come on to do our live. I'll have everything put together. I'll have some coasters and everything. I'll have some t-shirts and everything. And I'm going to probably do some cups that'll say, you never know what I might be drinking, or you never know what I might be doing. I'm going to have some of those as well. So I will share those with you next week when we come on. And I'm just going to do some giveaways because we've been working on this for 4 years, you guys, and we're finally getting to the point where all this YouTube stuff is about to pay off, and I'm really excited about that. So I hope you guys will continue on to take the journey with me. Now, about the RV situation, you guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to look at the last live we did, and that will kind of give you a little bit of a kind of an insight on what it is that I'm talking about. So, as of Friday, one of the managers gave me a call, and she was like, "Hey, what happened to the deal? Was the camper not something that you guys could use? I could see that didn't work out, blah blah blah." And I tell her, I say, "Well, since the last time we looked at it, I can see you guys have already taken it up another $2,000. Hey, Doc, you're gonna have to watch this from the beginning because I just gave out some really, really good news, and I want you to be a part of it most definitely. So make sure that you watch the first 5 or 6 minutes so you can get the gist of what this was about." Yes. So she calls me and she's like, "Well, I was just calling to see what had happened with the deal." And I told her, I said, "Well, when we applied for that camper, it was 21,999. It went to 23 to 24. Now it's at 27,999." And I was like, we can't afford it. And so she was like, "Okay, well, let me figure something out and let's go from there." And so I said, "Okay, whatever, can't hurt nothing." And so she calls me back and she's like, "Okay, well, we'll take it down an extra 2,000 for you. So what you have, we'll take that." And it's like, oh my goodness, I don't have that anymore. So it's like, oh my goodness. So the guy calls me today and he says, "I see that, they're willing to go ahead on and take what you have. If you need some more time to get some more together, then I will give you to the 28th." And so I said, that'll be perfect. So I was going to be working on it. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing like a day where I'm going to just do a YouTube marathon. And the marathon would be, if people donate, then I will send them out a special gift from us. So that way we could try to get the money together. Guys, I really, really, really want this camper. And at the time we went to go buy it, I had the money. I had all the money. Now they're willing to take what we have, and the money that I have, I don't have that anymore. So now we got to try to get it back together, and we have to the 28th to come up with it. So I've been trying to brainstorm and figure out how can we make this happen and go ahead on and get this place. And so the only thing I could think of is using the talent that I have to create stuff. And then as people donate, I'll send it to them as a thank you for their donation. So I'm going to be doing some more t-shirts. I'm going to be trying to crank those out all the time. And I'm going to be doing some cups. So I'll be trying to crank those out all the time. If you can only do a little, or do the coasters, and I'll figure out, what goes with what. Like if you donate XYZ, you get this. If that kind of thing. And so I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and get this, especially since they've given me so much time. And they took it off, and they were like, okay, we'll give you to the 28th because they know that I really really wanted it. And so I'm gonna be working hard to try to get that. So tell me what you guys think about that. Should I just let it go and don't worry about it? And we tried and we couldn't, so let that be that. Or do you think this is a crazy, crazy harebrained scheme to do this marathon? Because I was thinking, okay, I'll come on one day and I'm just gonna make stuff and I'll just broadcast for hours, making stuff, showing people stuff, thanking people um for their donations, and we go from there. Now, if you don't want any of this stuff and but you want to donate, you can always send that through PayPal or through Venmo. And underneath my description my main page, it has all my information there. You can always go and do that. So I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on some brainstorming stuff. So I went and got some pink tees, and I'm probably gonna put black letters on this one or white letters on this one, and I'm gonna do a funky little font that'll say "You never know where I might end up." I got the pink. I even got some long sleeve blue ones, but I think I'm gonna keep those for myself, especially a long sleeve blue one and a long sleeve white one, just because it's about to get chilly and I don't have any long sleeves anything. So I'm going to probably keep these, but I'm going to be pretty much working with the pink, yellow, red, white, black, and I'm going to do one Grinch shirt. I'm going to work on that one in a minute. So I got a lime green, and I'm going to do a Grinch on this one. And I'm going to do some towels, like tea towels for your kitchen. I'm going to do some tea towels. Last 1 year we stole those, and man, I couldn't keep up with the orders, and I just have never did it again. So I was thinking about doing some tea towels with some designs on them because I have a lot of stuff that I could use for that as well, and maybe make it like a set where you have the two coasters, the tea towels, the apron, and a cutting board, like the little etching cutting board with your name on it or something like that, and just kind of create these little packets. So this month, or for the rest of this month when I'm not working, I am going to be making stuff to work and see how much I could come up with by the 28th to be able to get into this camper. If I can't do it, I won't be mad about it. I won't be sad. It's just, at least I know I tried. And I wish I had the money that I had before, that that things didn't work out the way that they did, and that I still had it, because then that would be a no-brainer. We could already just go ahead on and get it and move and get settled and all this good stuff. But that's not the hand we have. So we got to figure out another way of doing things. So right now, two awesome things. We are less than 100 away to being monetized. Now, before you guys come for me in the comment section, I understand that's not an instant payout, but it is a milestone that I have been working to get to for years. So it is a big deal to me. And so I have a lot of you that have been just nothing but supportive since the time my channel existed. And the giveaway would be a rollout to thank you for just watching, supporting, and being there, regardless of the situation, regardless whether we were stuck, whether we were traveling, whether it was I was having a bad day, whether I had great news, whether it was Noodle's birthday party, or when we got Pepper. Some of you have just been there through thick and thin, and that is just my way of saying thank you so much. Because I say this all the time, and people don't believe me. They feel like I'm a pretty friendly person, but I have no friends in real life, not like people that I hang out with. Or since I've been hurt, my mother is the only one that came to see me. That's it. I get phone calls every now and then. Like when it first happened, I got a couple phone calls, but that has tapered down. And so it gets really lonely here sometimes, when I'm in the house, and so I'm trying to find some stuff to do, like it was suggested to me the last time we were on the live, like, make a list of things you're good at and do that. So that's what we're doing. We're making a list of things. I like to make things. I like to paint, even though I'm not a painter. I like to design stuff. I like to just be creative. It helps give me a little bit of an outlet. Cedric and I don't spend a whole lot of time together, so he's mostly outside, I'm mostly inside. So I had to find something to do with my time, and I get sick of watching TV. So this is going to be fun, and so I'm hoping that you guys will support with your thumbs up and your views and your shares, and that you will show up for our big party. And I'm just going to be so over the moon, and I'll have everything made by then, and I'm going to be working on it and trying to get everything done in my spare time, and make sure that I have stuff to roll out to for donations that I want to be able to give back. So it's like you're giving something, but you're getting something as well. And we could just use your help. I don't like to come on here and ask for help, but I figure if we do it this way, then it'll be an easier pill to swallow. Where you're getting something, I'm getting something, and then we can move forward. But anyway, today was a pretty decent day. You know, after a while, you just get tired of hopping around, and I'm just, I'm glad I'm just able to. I want to walk on my foot so bad. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. I put my boot on and I want to take a step so bad, but I don't want that one step to put me back 5 steps. So I'm just trying to be patient and just deal with it as it comes, you know, because I would, when I'm lonely or bored, I get in the car and I go out and, you know, and I look at stuff and I, you know, buy stuff or have little ideas of things I want to do. And it's just not like that. I'm just stuck in here, you know. And my son calls and my mom calls, you know, and then I get a chance to talk with them and kind of keep me company. And you guys go check out the Pinterest account. I started putting things in there for fall ideas and some arts and crafts and maybe some little dishes and stuff that we could try and see how that turns out, because you know everything on there looks like it's AI. It looks delicious and perfect. But I was thinking about that, you know, some little snack treat things we could do that will be fun, that will, you know, bring in the holidays with a little new twist of something we've learned to do. So I'm working on it. And so right now I just got all my little shirts out. I was on the computer trying to figure out, come up with some nice color changes, things that we could do, interaction with different changes in colors, and make it nice and fall ish, because if you get it now going into fall, you don't really want summer colors. So I'm looking at some oranges and some bronze and some blues. um, yes, Miss Margaret, I am very much, I believe that. And sometimes when you go through things or things happen, you tend to forget that. And I'm just trying to keep myself busy. And I know, I know what you're saying is true. I do. I know that. And so I told the Lord, I said, as much as I want this, if this is not what you want, um, then I accept that. Because it is definitely a want. Like I was telling my sister yesterday, we just kind of outgrown our place really fast. And when you live in this thing, okay, so it's not like you take it home and then you could pull some stuff out and put it away, you know, and then just take what you need. It's home. So we've run out of things to have a home, so it becomes a little bit more crowded. um, I want to show you guys something, and then you'll see what I mean a little bit. So I'm going to show you. Hold on one second. So this is my little work area, right? So it takes up all of the living room. And so it makes it really, really full in here. And this is the only place we have to sit. So it'll be nice to have a desk that is tucked into the slide, that I can have a home for all my stuff and all my little gadgets and everything, and not have it take up the whole entire living room where there's like nowhere to walk, you know. And then when you're done, you got to put all this stuff away. I'm going to put this back. And then you got to put all this stuff away, and it could just be, there we go, and it could just be a lot. So especially when with 1 foot, so it could be a lot. So I'm hoping to get a space so when I'm done I could just push my stuff in, push my chair in and walk off, versus I gotta unplug the machine, unplug the computer, wrap things up, put it on the floor, collapse the desk, put all my stuff away. and so be able to do that. I know everybody's probably out enjoying this beautiful fall day. Well, August day. It's not fall yet, but it is fall to me. So this day and getting out and doing stuff. So I didn't expect too many people to show up for the live, but I did want to come on here and let you guys know the good news. So that is what I'm going to be working on from now to the 27th. I am going to be working on trying to come up with the remaining balance of what we need for the camper. And I'm also going to be so excited and cannot wait for next Sunday when our live will be, and we'll be celebrating our 4,000 watch time hours. It's a big deal. It's a milestone. You know, when you do this and your blood, sweat, and tears going into it, it's a milestone, and you want to celebrate, especially with people that have supported you and shown you love and support. But other than that, we're pretty much just working here, and I am printing out some stuff. I'm thinking about doing like a little doggy paw thing to go on a t-shirt. You know, maybe people have puppies, um, and they might want something to go on the front of the shirt because they're dog parents. And so I was thinking about doing something for that. And the weeding is the hardest for this little tiny stuff. But I might make something like that because you have quite a few dog moms, and you never know. So I am going to be working on that while we're on the live. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, I'm open to it. I'm going to just keep printing stuff out while we're sitting here because I want to keep getting busy until we have our thing that we're ready to go, and I have all the shirts and stuff done. So I hope that you guys will stay with me on this and know that I'm here, and I am excited. I was excited to get the phone call and that they were willing to work with me like that. So I figured, you know, if that's the case and they're taking it off the market for me, who knows what might happen. So there you go. So right now we're gonna get the dog print done, and then I'll show you guys how I do it. And then we're gonna make some merch. And like I said, if you see something you like, please let me know. Because I would love nothing more than to get it for you, get it done for you if that's what you want. Boy, these bugs, they are so annoying. Okay. I don't want to make it too big. So I know sometimes people like discreet stuff in the corner, like right here, and sometimes people like big stuff on the shirt. So I'm torn because I don't want to make something super big, and then they're like, oh, I wish that was just small enough to go right here. Um, and not everybody has pets, so they may not want that plastered across their chest. But I think I'm gonna make the paw print just because it's got so much detail in it. In the inside, I'll make that one kind of big, and it's got some extra space we gotta get out of there. But yeah. Oh, are you going to like Gatlinburg? Because that's where everybody goes when fall hits. Gatlinburg is so beautiful, especially with the change of the leaves and everything. It'd be a wonderful place to go. So, oh my goodness, let me see if I could get my chat to come up. Because I'm missing everything. Live. Nope. Let's close it out completely. Start over. Hold on, Miss Margaret. I'm coming. Oh, there we go. All right. Yay, I got it. All right. Thank you, Miss Margaret. I appreciate it. You said love the shirts. Okay. All right. Oh, some land. So is she? Oh, that's going to be a great little trip. You're going to enjoy that to the fullest. They're going to enjoy that, especially in fall. It's beautiful because of the leaves will be changing and everything. So we're gonna go ahead on and get some of this stuff printed out, and you'll be able to see me do it in real time. And like I said, if you see something you like, please do not hesitate to say, Erica, I like that on a shirt. I'm gonna send you an email and with all the particulars on it. This one I'm doing is like a little doggy T-shirt. Like I told you, for our live coming up, you'll see it, and you'll if you like it, you'll be able to get it. I think I'm gonna do this one on dark blue on this because it looks like nighttime, and so I'm gonna do it in white, all white, probably, maybe not. I got some more. Bum bum bum. I don't have as much iron on as I thought I did. I have a lot of permanent vinyl from when I'm doing the coasters and things. I think we're gonna do it in the bronze. That might make it stick out quite a bit. And yeah, or we could do it in black on the pink. Yeah, let's do it in black on the pink. I think that'd be great. And you guys can let me know what you think. So with the pink, I have it in the extra large. And this one I said is going to be the paw print. Bear with me 1 second. I got to get the black vinyl. That's the black permanent. I can't find anything. I had all this stuff laying up here. And now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. They even have some mirror, but we got the black iron on, so we're gonna do it in the black iron on and on the pink. And I need to get some more white. That's the problem when you don't live next to a vinyl store anymore, and you can't get as much as you need. You have to get as much as they sell at Walmart or Hobby Lobby and all those places. And it's not much. It's like 12 by 24. You get like 2 prints out of it, and then you got to buy more. So we'll do the pink one, and you guys can let me know what you think about it. And we got 5 people here. Yay! Go ahead on and leave us a thumbs up. So do you think it needs to go on the front of this or on the back? So let me know what you think. Do you think the design needs to go on the back, or does it need to go in the front? And we're going to go ahead on and get this printed up. I'm going to do some fall t-shirts too. That's what I'll do next. I'll do a happy hello fall or something like that t-shirt, and we'll do it in a bronze color on white, and you guys can let me know what you think about that. Ooh, these bugs. He came in, let the door open, and so did the flies. Oh my goodness. I just detest flies. They just, you try to open the door and let them out, and they be like, hold on, I'm gonna fly over here real quick, and then they fly around your face and your head, and it's like, why are you on this suicide mission? Why are you want to fly around my head? So here we go. This one should be easy to weed out because it's super big, and we're gonna get it done. And like I said, I'm trying to do some of this for our live for our celebration for our 4,000 watch time hours, and some of this is because we're trying to raise the money to get the camper. So if you donate some money, you'll get a t-shirt, and you can just let me know which one you want. I'll make it and send it to you. It'll be our thank you for you helping us. So just think about that. If you don't want a t-shirt or you don't want any coasters or anything like that, just let me know. And my information, if you want to donate, is over on my main page under the description. You could just go there, and my PayPal's there, my Venmo's there, all that stuff. But right now, y'all, we are there. We are ready for our 4,000 watch time hours. We got maybe about 70 more hours to get. And like I said, we could pretty much already have it and don't even know it, because they always move like 5 days behind. So right now we're making some t-shirts, and this is going to be like thank you t-shirts, as well as I want one of those because I want to help you guys with your new place, and I mean, we just appreciate it 110%. So we got 5 people here. It'd be nice to have 5 thumbs up. Y'all got to excuse me because I'm gonna get this gnat or fly or whatever it is as soon as I can catch him. He is dead meat. So here we go. So we're gonna. I was thinking, let me know inside of the comments whether you think it should go on the back of the pink one or on the front, or maybe it should be on a white shirt because it's got the black and white. So let me know what you're thinking. If you think it would be a good mix for the white t-shirt with the big paw print that has a scene inside of it. So you got to do something, y'all. You have to do something. You can't sit around and be like, oh my goodness, and feel bad. You got to just try to be proactive. And I'm trying to do that and maintain my sanity all at the same time. And this will help us so much, especially with my little online business. I've been doing graphic design work on the side as an online business, so it'll give me the space I need, and I'm just really hoping that we can make this happen. But we did make those 4,000 hours happen, and so I'm really excited about that. So guys, let me know. Do you think the designs should be more so on the back, or do you like your designs more so on the front? Next question. Do you prefer it to be smaller in the corner, or it doesn't matter? If it's on the front, it's on the front. Now this one, because it's such a paw print, I'm going to do a big one on the back and then a small one over here. And then we'll go from there. So I just need to know whether you'd like to see it on the white shirt or the pink shirt. Well, I'm doing that. I am doing that. I have some of those already done. I just need to put them on the shirt. And so I'm going to press them on the shirt. I have some stuff that I did before that was for me. And so I have this one where it's kind of, and this just says you never know where I might end up. And it's got like the holographic, so it goes with just about anything. And then I have it in black as well. And that can go on the t-shirt, and it goes right across the front. And you can wear this, and when you're camping or boondocking, people will see it, and it'll just be fun. It'll just be a lot of fun. And I always say that because you never know where I might end up. So we got that. And thank you, Margaret. I like that too. That's why I was going to stick them on the t-shirts. So you guys, if you'd like to have a t-shirt that says you never know where we might end up, I'm printing those on the red, black, white, and pink. So those 4 colors, whatever size you need, we'll get it and done. Like I said, on our Sunday for our 4,000 watch time hours show, when we do our giveaways, those shirts would just be the pink, red, white, and black. And they will just say, you never know where I might end up. Now, my other t-shirts, if you like those, you want to donate, you could do that, and we'll send you one of those that have a different design on it. All this week, I'm going to be working on different fonts, different layouts, different types of stuff that you could purchase straight from us, so the cost would be pretty low. So just let me know what you're thinking. And this is almost done printing. And then we'll get it weeded out, and then I'll put it on the front of the shirt, and you can let me know which one you like the most. I know this week is going to be a busy week because we have a lot going on at church, and so I know I'll be busy making phone calls and stuff like that. But in the evening, I'm going to be working on patterns. Oh shucks, y'all would not believe what I just did. Maybe it won't matter. Usually I'm working with permanent vinyl. If you know anything about these crickets, whenever you do vinyl or iron on, you have to do mirror. And I did not mirror it on the computer. So with this design, maybe it won't matter because there's no words in it. And so we'll go from there. Okay, so we got one saying for the front, I'm going to put it on there, and we'll see. Because sometimes people don't want something really big on the front of them. They might not mind it so much if it's on the back, and then something small in the corner that says you never know where I might end up, and then the scene on the back. That's what I was thinking. So I decided I was going to do a little bit of like front and back type thing, and we'll see what it looks like. So it's almost done. It's got like 14% more to go, and then we'll go from there. And then I made some coasters that kind of look like the paw print as well. And I'll make a few more of those just in case you want to donate something small, get a small gift or something like that, and it's something you want. And let's see what this looks like, you guys. It's all done. Now, with some of these, it looks like it's cut out and then it's not. And then you got to go back and add more pressure. Like this, it's not even cut out. It took all that work and it didn't even cut it out. Oh my goodness. I need to change the thing. All that work, all that waiting, and it didn't even cut it out. You got to change the type of cut print you want. And my blade might be a little rusty too. It probably is time to get a new one and put it in because I've had that one since we got the machine. And so it might just be time for a new one because I'm having to do it now with heavy pressure. Hold on one second. I'll be right with you. More pressure. Fast. All right. Oh. All right. So let's do this again. What did you say, Margaret? It says if you get the newer camper, your truck will be able to pull it. No, it won't. It will not be able to pull it. So the goal was, being that we were going to be in the area anyway for the winter months, that is when we were going to go ahead on and get the truck. And while the camper was in a range where it was easier to get the camper than it is to get the truck. So we were like, okay, we'll just go ahead and get the camper. We'll be here anyway, and then we'll move from there. We'll go ahead on and get the truck while we're still here through the winter months. And so by the time we're ready to go, we'll have it and we could just go. That's the goal. So that's where we are as far as that. And we'll have both, the house and the truck. All right, let's change this and make this thick pressure. And this is iron on. Here we go, iron on. And we need more pressure. That way it'll cut right the first time. And let's go. All right. Hey, Skylar, I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's see what you said. Okay. Oh. You have to chat. That's how we know you're there. I appreciate your watch too. So don't get me wrong. I do appreciate that. But I appreciate the conversation as well. It's really nice when we can sit and talk and conversate a little bit. So yeah, make sure you say at least hi when you jump into the chat. So that's always nice. And so right now we're working on some t-shirts because we're trying to raise the rest of the money we need for the new camper. I am there. Skylar, check this out. YouTube is so funny. They're always like 4 or 5 days behind. So we could very well have it and don't even know it yet, right? Because they're still counting from like August 5th. And we're August 10th, right? So we could very well have. So that's why I was like, next Sunday is going to be it. We'll be celebrating, and I'm going to have some giveaways, some t-shirt giveaways. I'm going to be working on all that stuff today. I'm working on shirts for people who donate to try to help us, finish getting the money we need for the camper. And we'll send you a t-shirt as well, and some little tchotchkes that I have for people, as they give. And we are just working on trying to finish things up. And then here comes Margaret trying to make sense and asking logical questions. I don't live in that world, Margaret. I live in a dream world where dreams come true, right? I don't live in the real world where you have to process and think things through because it never works out, and that depresses me. So I live in a fantasy world where unicorns exist and they poop rainbow dust. So I need you to stay with me and know that there's a plan in place, even though it doesn't look like it. There is one. And there was a plan in place for this camper. Had we got it the day we went and they'd have took the money we had at the time, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We'd be talking about the curtains that I just bought and put up in the living room. And I'd be sitting in my recliner chair or painting my island a nice royal blue that we were looking at a nice blue color. I'm gonna drop that in the Pinterest folder. So you guys, if you have not as of yet, go to the Pinterest to the link. It's in the community post. Click it and you will see that there's a post there where we could follow each other and we could go from there and you can see some of my ideas for fall. We were looking at a nice new color palette. Cedric made me promise that I wouldn't paint this kitchen, but he didn't tell me I couldn't paint the island. So I was looking at an island because the kitchen doesn't have an island, and I need a place that has counter space where you can prepare food and stuff like that. And there's no counter space in the new camper. So I was looking on Marketplace and I found this island that was perfect. And I was going to paint it the new color. So I'll drop in the new color palette I'm looking at, and then my accessories. And I was looking at the Charlie Brown colors for fall, and I had all these ideas swimming around in my head. So I would, if they would have just cooperated, we would have already been there. But now they come last minute, and they want us, go ahead on and help us out. So we have to the 28th to get this done, right? So I'm excited about that. And so it says, uh, you want it looks older than the one you have, and it seems there's a lot of repairs or updates. My opinion, but worried about with you going to Korea. Okay, so the one we have now and that one, same year. That one's a 2019. This one's a 2019. They're actually a part of the same family. They're both Flagstaff. This is just Flagstaff Micro, and that's a Flagstaff, I believe, Light, like a signature light. So it's the same family. They were both made in the same year. The main things that need to be taken care of is the roof vent over where the AC is. That needs to be replaced. The roof vent cover, it needs to be replaced, and those are like 18 bucks to replace that. So you want to make sure you replace that. The speaker cover, I could care less about that because I don't even go outside to listen to music like that, so that's not even an issue for me. But I'm sure you could probably get a cover to go over that. The biggest ugly blemish no is the countertop that is by the sink. I don't know what they did to break that, but they broke it and then they somewhat put it back on. And I was thinking of at least another different countertop, or maybe somewhere you could try to kind of cover it up to make it look like a butcher block kind of countertop. I don't know, but I'm sure that there's something that could be done with it. Yes, well, me too. But at the same time, Cedric knows a little more about campers and how things work and fixing things than I do. So he has a completely different checklist than I do. So he's looking at all that stuff to make sure that we're not walking into a lemon. Okay, now there you go. That's the cut we were looking for. Yep, it's on there. Is it? Yes, it's there. All right, so we got to get the weeding and get this thing going. Yeah, but at the same time, it'll be all right. However we can figure it out, we'll figure it out. But yeah, let me see. Can y'all see this? Yes, it is on there. So we're gonna cut off the extra because we can use that for something else for the front, I guess, for different places on here. And then we're gonna weed this bad boy out. I can still see your comments, so go ahead and read. But then you're gonna let me know which one you think you would like to see this on, the white one or the pink one. Not black. I don't think two dark colors should be on top of each other, unless that's just a preference somebody has. Other than myself, I prefer the lighter colors on lighter colors. And if I had some more white, I would have probably just used the white for this and put it on a blue shirt so it looked like nighttime, especially since the paw print scene looks like it's nighttime. And so sometimes people have fur babies, and this is something I would buy because I got two dogs that I love, love, love. And so maybe you do too. So I'm going to show it to you, and you let me know which one you wouldn't mind seeing it on. And then we're going to, like I said, I'm going to be working on this throughout this week. I'm going to do some more today and see what I need, and I'll do some more tomorrow. And I should have them all done. And as I get them done, I'll post them, and you could just let me know if you see something that you like. All right, so far, this is what it looks like. And I don't know if we want to go on the front. I think it'd be better on the back, and we just put something small on the corner, but we'll take a look at that in a second. We just got to see where we're picking to get this stuff off, that we're not picking off our design. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I love it so far. It looks great. So just want to make sure we're not picking off the design, because sometimes it's hard to stick on there as you pull back. And we want to make sure we're leaving all of our stuff on there and that it looks amazing. All right, so put that over there, and then pick from the top. All right, we're almost there, you guys. Yeah, I think I would have liked this print a little more in the white, but we don't have any more white vinyl. I gotta get some more. Alright, so here we go so far. Isn't that cute? But you haven't seen the big paw print yet. So let's see. Right here would be good. Alright. And then we'll do some pressing. So don't worry. I'll have some t-shirts that will just have the catchphrase on it that will say "You never know where I might end up." Not everything will have like a design. So if you're not a person that likes to wear design stuff on your chest, don't worry about it. I won't have. I'll have others. I'll have just the plain catchphrase for those, and those would be the ones that mainly I'll be giving away on our live for our watch time party. So those will go on, and I'll only have enough to go to the first 10 people. So if you'd like to have one, make sure you're there and you're the first 10, and that you're there for the duration of the live for the party. So make sure that you come next Sunday. It'll be at 7 o'clock. And so, okay, this is almost done. And then I want you guys to give me your ideas on whether this would look good on a white shirt, on the red shirt maybe, and then or the pink shirt. And if you're a male and you want one, we could do it on a. I could do it in white and then put it on a black shirt. So let's see how this looks. Almost there, you guys. Hang in there. Oh, this little gnat. Boy, I'm telling you. You think if I was a gnat and I wanted to live, I would not be flying around people's faces. I just wouldn't do that. This camper, he could be all in the back, but he come and he flies right here. And it's almost as like you can't catch me anyway, so it doesn't matter where I fly. All right, and then we're just going to finish the little house, which should be a camper, but it's like a little cabin. Not everybody has a camper, so they might appreciate a cabin. I'm thinking about everybody. All right, y'all. Bear with me because I can hardly see the inside of this thing. And then we got to get the inside of here. Okay, so we got the inside of the moon, the little moon. And then let's get these little lines here. All right, got that one. And we get the next one. And so, I'm so glad you guys are here. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, man. So I'm glad you guys are here. Really happy you came. All right, where's the rest of it? Triangle right over the door. Is it too early for Christmas stuff? Do you think? Do you think I'm just jumping the gun too much? Oh, shucks. That's not the door. The door's over here. Because I was thinking about some Christmas ideas for stuff. So let me know what you think. maybe. Sometimes you have to think. It's got these outlines, and if you pull the wrong outline, you're gonna hate yourself. So let me see. So I think it's just the one around the door that I need to get. And then we'll be ready to lay that sucker down. And it's gonna be right here. There we go. All right. That's it. And then the door. And then this window. Oh, we're gonna leave the window just like it is. And then this AC, I get so sick of hearing it, and then as soon as it go off, you start to melt. Okay, so this one, I feel like we're good. Okay, so that's all. All right, so you guys, I'm going to show you. So here's the shirt, and this is how it would look. So it would go on the back of the shirt or on the front. I would put it on the back and then put something on the front that says you never know where I might end up. And then when you walk to the back, this is what people will see. And this is the back of the pink one. So let me know, do you think pink or maybe this red? We could look at it with the red on there. Either way, we'll still have something in the front. So this would be nice on the red, on the back. So remember, this is the back of the shirt. Let me see if I can. Okay, so this is the back of the shirt. And then we'll have something in the front, small, like corner pocket, like right up in here. That'll say you never know where I might end up. And then on the back, it'll have this. So tell me what you think in the comment, whether you red, the pink, and then we have white. Or you could do one on each one of them. It doesn't matter. But for printing purposes, tell me which one you like. So this one is the white. White always makes things pop a little bit better. And so it would look like this on the back of the white. So tell me what you're thinking, and that's the one I will press it on. And then I'll post pictures of it after it's been done pressed. Like I told you, I'm hoping to have all these done. And you can let me know which ones you like the most. So you got the white, the pink, and the red. And this is what will be posted. This is what will be on the back. And then I'm gonna go ahead on and work on what's gonna be on the front. Now, if you ask me, I'm thinking the white does not look terrible with that on there. And maybe leave the you never know where I might end up for the red and the pink. So give me your ideas in the comment section. If you were looking to purchase something like that, what color catches your eye? And so, like I said, the ones we're going to be doing on the giveaway come next Sunday at 7 are going to be red, black, white, and pink. And those will just say, you never know where I might end up. All right. So me too, Margaret. You're going for the white. I like the white too. I think that would look really nice. Do you do with purple? I can. And are you talking about with a purple shirt or a purple vinyl? So let me know with that. If not, yeah, I could do a purple shirt. And so I could do that. Little paw print in front, big paw. Okay, so I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about doing the little paw print over the corner, but I was also thinking about doing with the words. You never know where I might end up, and then when people turn around, they see the scene on your back. So I was thinking that as well. So I can do that. I can do that. I believe I have enough vinyl. I can do a small one, but keep in mind with all those little stars and stuff, when you do small, they tend to come off. So that's why I was thinking words. So maybe I'll do an empty paw print and then put the words in it, and then when you go to the back, you'll see the space. So that's something we can work on. Let's see what we got here. In the chat, yeah, white, red, or purple shirt. Yeah. So are you wanting the paw print on a red or a purple shirt? Is that what you're saying? Says I would need dark colors because I'm always you and me both. My coffee. I always spill my coffee, Shirley. I always spill the coffee. Some kind of way. I feel like I'm a magnet for certain colors with coffee. It just becomes Like, oh my goodness, great. So, yeah, I feel you. I was thinking about doing one that has like a camper, just a camper on the front of it, and that's it. Like a different types of campers and stuff like that. But let's see about this paw print if we can make a second one and do it smaller to go on the front, how that would turn out. Because like I said, with the little small details, it could quickly turn into a nightmare because the front usually is a 4x4 you want to do, and the smaller, the more of a nightmare it becomes. I'm not going to even lie to you. And so, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I could do this in a bronze, and I think the bronze footprint, it would be beautiful. I think that that would just be awesome as well. So let's just see what it looks like and go from there. We can do it. And then once we start weeding it, if it starts giving me trouble, then we know we just stick with the words and put that in the corner and just go from there. Do you guys have like certain colors you like? Let me just cut a square. 4x4. And it should be able to fit it on there. And then that goes on the front pocket. And it should work well. 4x4. Oh, I cut that perfectly. 4x4. All right. Let's get this on here. And we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. Whew. Maybe like this, yeah. Come on. This mat is so sticky. I got a new mat. And that's what you want. You want a sticky mat, honey, because if you don't get the right mat, your stuff going to slide all over the place. It's going to be a nightmare. And you'll be cutting and it'll slide and it'll mess up the cut. And if you don't have any extra, then it's just ruined. Whole project got to stop till you go get some more. All right, so let's get this started. A little bit more pressure, and then we're gonna do it and see how it turns out. And then you guys let me know. And so hopefully soon we'll start. We'll get to printing. Um, let's see what you said, Skylar. I never took down my tree. No, but you know what? I was gonna put up my tree and put some fall stuff on it. Doc called me out on it. She's like, "I smell you putting up that Christmas tree." I was like, "Yep, sure was thinking about it." Because in the new camper, I saw a space that would be perfect to put it up, and I was gonna decorate it with fall stuff. In here, we just don't have the space for the Christmas tree. When I did have it up last year, it was in front of the fridge, and it was like you had to move it out of the way every single time you wanted to go in the fridge, and it just wasn't a good feasible space. Um, I went into Hobby Lobby last week, and yeah, it was overwhelming with the fall stuff. It was like amazing, and then you go right around the corner and then there's all the Christmas stuff. They were like getting to the point to where they were putting it in, and I was like, oh my goodness. And you know, because Hobby Lobby is owned by Christians, they don't celebrate Halloween. You'll never see Halloween stuff in Hobby Lobby, so they always go fall straight into Christmas. And so I was looking at their fall, and I asked the girl, did they have the buffalo plaid yet? Because I really like buffalo plaid. And she looked at me like I needed to slow down. I'm jumping the gun. I was like, honey, y'all got Christmas stuff already up. Buffalo plaid is holiday stuff. She's like, well, yeah, it's a little too early for that. And I'm like, really? Really? Because I'm looking at ornament balls, garland, wreath, and the Grinch right now. So I'm waiting for the buffalo plaid to come out because I'm going to be doing that for my fall colors this year. And I want to have some red and orange in there. So what colors are you guys thinking about this year of getting into the season? Because I want to revamp my hot bar. I was looking at a little, what is it called, a Lazy Susan, to kind of spin around. And I was looking at something like that was 3-tiered, that I could put like my hot chocolate stuff, coffee stuff, on there. And but I didn't want to pay $25 for that because I was in Home Goods, and I was like, I don't really even have the counter space to put this up. But in the new camper, I have some space that I can have it. So I was thinking about it. I was just thinking about it. That's about it. Halloween person. It's just even when we were kids, we didn't celebrate Halloween, so it's just not something that I've grew up doing. But some people love it. They just absolutely love it. Now I do love a good pumpkin. I'll put out some hay by my front door, and I'll put a mem and some pumpkins and stuff out, and make it look like fall. But I don't like creepy and scary stuff. I don't bother. Yes, exactly, Skylar. I love pumpkins because it's because of fall. My sister's doing white pumpkin decorations this year, white and gold and like a eucalyptus kind of green, and I think that's going to be pretty. Um, but I just never got into it, Margaret. I not anything against anybody who does. I just never got into it. It was never a big deal around my ways, and because we went to church and stuff, they considered it taboo a little bit. So we just never grew up with that being a thing. So as an adult, I just never got into it. But fall was always important, and the holidays were always important because that's when my sisters and brothers came home. They like came back from college, they came home, and everybody we were all together. So that kind of meant more to me than the other holidays. But I always loved Christmas, and I've always loved Thanksgiving because that's when my sisters and brothers and everybody, we felt like I felt like we were a family. Everybody was home, where all year round you don't get a chance to see them. Everybody have their own lives, and this was the one time a year they come home. So I was really always excited about having my siblings home. So I guess that's why the holidays were always a big deal around our house. So yeah. Uh, at the thrift store. Oh, Shirley, I have not been in the thrift store since I got hurt, and that was my go-to place for a lot of things. I checked there first before I buy anything brand new. I was like, I'll go over to the Goodwill, especially if you go into Goodwill, the right part of town. You can leave with a blessing. You be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe we got this for XYZ dollars. I was just getting ready to pay such and such. So yeah, I agree. I agree 110%. Now, see, here we go. The design on that will be on the front will be slightly different because a lot of these little tiny pieces are peeling up. They're not staying down. Like those little dashes that's on the back, they didn't cut very well, so all of them peeled up. See, they didn't stay on, which I think will be fine. I could peel them up, and then we just have the trees. So it's all good. It'll just be slightly different. And like Bob Ross says, happy little accidents. Nobody know it wasn't like that. That you were trying to do that unless you tell them. But anyways, I think it'd be nice to have the words on here. Kind of clean it up a little bit. But anyway. Thanksgiving, you think? I think because because of the heels of it is the big sale for the season. Thanksgiving has become a forgotten holiday, which is sad, and I can tell you I'm a part of the problem. I'm one of those people that had their tree up first in November, and it's just because I have the tree and I want to enjoy it for longer than the 3 weeks till Christmas. And so you jump the gun, and Thanksgiving just becomes the day you got to get through in order to get to Christmas. Aw, that's a wonderful tradition. We have something like that too. We go around the table and we say what we're thankful for. You have to say what you are thankful for before we eat. We all give a like a little testimony of what we're thankful for because it's Thanksgiving and we feel like we should be thankful. So we always do that. And then for Christmas, whenever we're at my sister's, they read the story, Jesus, the story about Jesus in Matthew. They read that, the first chapter where it says that he was coming and his name shall be Emmanuel, God with us. they read that. So before we open any presents or do anything, we read the story of Jesus's birth. It's nice to have traditions. I hope my grandkids have that have traditions and stuff that they can look back on, and have these family experiences like we're talking about, because a lot of kids don't have them. See, all the little details are gone. They just don't print out well. But I think that's not a horrible thing. We could put the words on it, so it'll be all right. So it's a little small thing. You can see it better on the back. And then I just got to get the windows out of the house so you can see it, the little cabin. And then I think we'll be ready. Oh my goodness. It's just hard to see it. It's just hard to see it. Well, I hope everybody had a good day. So I guess we'll put these on the white shirt on the front. If I could get all these little tiny pieces out. You can't even see like the outline of where it should be, because it's so dark. Alright, we're almost there. So, okay. Alright. We're getting there. One more. Just trying to be careful that I don't mess it up, pulling on something that's not there. Alright, there we go. So you guys, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Life is not always this boring. I'm just hurt right now, and it's boring for me, which means I don't get a chance to bring you as much exciting stuff. But I'm learning how to think outside the box as I'm dealing with this next chapter of my life, whatever that looks like. And it won't always be like that. So consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Thank you for coming, and I hope that you'll be at the next live next Sunday too. Have a good day, Skylar. All right, I think that's it, y'all. I think I got them all the windows, and then one more little tiny space around the door, and then we should be good. Then it's rent time. All right. This is why people don't do this on live, because in real time, this is slow and tedious. That's why you have to watch it on time lapse. Okay, come on, don't bend up. Don't come up. Stay down. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't think I gave an update on my recovery in this video. How am I doing? I'm still here. I was supposed to go to the doctor tomorrow, but I don't think I'm gonna go. He was just gonna look at my toe and see what's wrong with it, but my sister says it looks like it's getting better, so I'm gonna just wait till the 28th when I'm supposed to go back to the doctor's. All right, so here we go. This will go up here in the front. It's a little bit more cleaned up, but what I'm thinking I might do is put some words in here. So the one on the front will have words in it and be slightly different in it. And just keep working on it till I can get some stuff together. Maybe paint some coasters and glaze those and get things ready. So that's pretty much life here at the camper. Just trying to get things ready, because when we roll out next week, I want to roll out with lots of wonderful things that I can share with you guys and show you what we have. And if you have not given this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it very, very much if you would. Hopefully when I come back, I'll have the towels I can post. I'll have the apron I can post. I'll have the cups I can post as well. and then you guys can kind of see all the stuff that I have. And I can't wait to the giveaway. I can't wait till the 4,000 hours are finished, done, complete. We are like 90% there. By next, I'm going to say by Friday, we should be golden. Sunday, 7 o'clock, our big live is going to take place, and I am super excited about it. And I hope everybody will come out and hang out and just celebrate with me, and be there for the giveaway. Yep. And so if you are just now joining the live, if you don't mind giving us a thumbs up as well as sharing this video so your friends can be a part of it as well. And I guess I've been rambling for an hour. You saw what I got going on here. I'm going to finish up so I can get this stuff done and ready to go for the time we need it. Like I said, uh, if you are interested, make sure you come back for our live next week on the at 7 o'clock, where we're going to be celebrating our watch time hours, that we've made it. We've made it to the next step, and I'm so excited about that. And as things unfold, I'll continue to keep bringing you an update on the camper and where we're at with as far as that's concerned, and what we're trying to do to go ahead on and get that finished. And as once I probably about the middle of the week, I'll come back maybe Wednesday, and we'll do a little live where we can kind of hang out and talk, and I can update you on what's been going on thus far, and maybe show you some of the stuff that I have done already. But anyway, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me for a little bit. I enjoy the company, and thank you for blowing up the chat. We got a lot of people chit chatting in there. It's always nice. And so I'm gonna get done with these t-shirts. Whatever I finish today, I'll post them today. So be looking out inside the community post area. Kind of give you an idea of what I got done, and what I'm doing, and the style that I'm working in. And we're gonna keep moving forward. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. And hopefully soon we'll be able to do something, or go somewhere, or show you something. I know you don't come just to sit and hang out with me, but I'm sure glad you do, because I don't get very many guests. So it's always nice to have you guys around. All right, so that's our evening. I will see you on Wednesday. We'll probably meet about 7ish, and I'll give you an update on how things are going thus far. All right, bye, you guys.